everyone, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. Do you know what? I didn't realise this before. You could see him in the background right here. Look at that. So, at the start of this episode, I got a few comments. Nick was like, you missed something. You could go in the room across from the bloke that was with you at the asylum. I think it's Sanders. It's been a few days, like 4 days, I think. But, what else? Also, I was watching some other people play the game. I obviously haven't spoiled it. You know, I didn't watch past where I'm at. But the amount of things people have spotted that I didn't. A few things, which was the bandages. I didn't even notice that it was obviously Charles that was like running around trying to med himself, make himself better. And I didn't even put that together. I was like, nah, he died in a fire. Even though in that cutscene we clearly watch him run away. That's why I'm not very good at piecing things together on video. When I watch it back, I kind of grasp it. But normally, when I play a game, I'm so focused on doing the video. That's why I haven't paused, which I'm going to do now. This is the first time thing for me. I'm going to pause and spend like 20 minutes or so reading through the things. You obviously won't watch that, but like I'll cut in if there's something relevant or if it's just, you know, background fluff, which I will enjoy. But this will be new and kind of cool for me because it might get me more comfortable with actually, you know, putting the game first rather than me trying to do the video, which is something I really want to work on. When they mentioned the mismatch of time for when the manor was built, and also the fact that Bradley's still alive, I didn't put together, but I think, this is my theory, I think they might be immortal. I reckon that these people, because you know that guy, the picture where he looks like his father, the fucking captain, I forgot his name. But the fact that he looks like his father, I reckon they're immortal. They must be. But anyway, let's go. What? You get a different background depending on where you're at. Oh my god, yes. What? Oh, excellent. Oh my god.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Oh, of course you do. You always need a drink. Right, let me look at all the fluff. Oh shit, how do I get into it? Shit, how do I get in my journal? Got it. Oh, I like that. Wait, what's this? The ordeals you have gone through have left their mark, but you still manage the best you can. Keep your mind busy in order to chase away doubts. There's a bar here that's like slowly filling. Is there an option to like not have Pierce be fucking nuts? Is that something that's going on here? Who knows where your mind could lead you on the path of insanity? I was just reading this, and I like the way it says he may even put these visions of horror to the shock caused at the death of Bradley, or he may even put it down to the lack of oxygen. I like the fact that it leaves the mental traumas open to kind of like the character's belief. So interestingly, from what I saw... Wait, what's the sub-menus? Oh, right. Interestingly, from what I saw is we're only here, but from everyone else's LPs, there's only like another hour of the game left, which is sad. So apparently a lot's going to happen in the next hour. Okay, so I've reviewed everything, and a lot of it is just background kind of stuff on places we've been and stuff we've done. Nothing really stands out, not to me at least, that's like really noteworthy, so let's continue. Bradley's clearly there. Unless I'm fucking mental. Hopefully he gets to fucking explain himself. Also, it's nice to see the manor in the day. Looks lovely. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm excited. Let's go. Bradley, you got some fucking explaining to do.
How do you feel?
Shut your mouth, Colton.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Okay, how are you meant to get your occultism that high? You must have to start the game and max all your points into it, because there's not many other things I could have picked up, I don't think. Oh, fuck off.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
the rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
So,
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel.
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
so he either didn't die and they somehow healed him, revived him, whatever. What?
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
What was the point in that? I just did a test of skill and gained nothing. Oh, you're right there, just resetting your model, fair enough.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
Why do you
Likely
care?
woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor.
Yeah.
After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
I was there.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins'
I
name
did?
in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
They both saw and knew the art. That's all I could think of.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Yeah,
Powerful families dominating everything.
it's interesting.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks.
Oh, it's
I don't fear
coconut.
him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Sorry, I had a bit of dried coconut on my desk. I thought it was like chipped tooth or something. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, and chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
And you're wrong.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
I met a Francis Sanders.
I had a feeling that'd be the next one.
You know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He's dead.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
Oh, that's gonna be
I'm
hard.
not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
Oh, they're gonna think I'm nuts. Riot Games merch, fuck off, League.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
No, I never said her.
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector.
Look, Brad.
I guess you can
Right.
still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you
We
plan
knew
on
that.
having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Yeah, I'd rather tell the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death.
We might not
and
know the
Sarah
full
Hawkins.
truth, but he is
Don't
gone.
end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening. in
Alright,
this
I
island.
wanted to have a fucking snooper! But whatever. I guess we can't explore the place again, which is unfortunate. Maybe something could have changed. I adore this game with all my heart. Oh. I've avoided it thus far. I don't want to become a bumbling drunk now.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Oh yeah? Wait, how the fuck? Did the door open upstairs, maybe? Oh, okay. Sanders' residence. Wow, it was just in the next room. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case, which is awesome. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Oh, man. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? He just, like, he picked him up, and then he just started, like, folding him up like fucking flat pack. It's like, yeah, send this over. That was fucking scary. Oh, off we go!
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders,
Even a man?
I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may.
They talk with the sides of their mouths.
However, before we go any further, please know that my
His mouth's
husband
moving.
died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Cat,
Well, well. Look who's here.
why would you be here?
You
Okay.
know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters.
Go
The
on.
main thing is that we understood one another. The
Excellent.
brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
Okay.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
No.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link
Good.
to a case I'm
Yeah,
on.
don't share it.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker.
Powerful women.
This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
I have some inkling of ideas. Oh, she's very formal. This is lovely.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Ooh,
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Do I tell her that he ripped his eyes out?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind.
I knew she'd be a strong-willed person.
How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
I didn't have a choice. All of these are really good answers. I hope I get to pick more than one. I don't want to risk that because these are really good.
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Dockwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Of course. I don't need to know. That's not my business.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Whoa.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
I will do just that.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you are so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Thank you. Now I'm going to root through all of your shit. So excuse me.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Wow, and he gets a picture of it. Oh, I get to make a scene here. She's gonna be like, sorry. I bet there's a fucking Easter egg with that. I bet there's some like secret shit you can do. Oh, you want the secret ending? You gotta play his favorite fucking Didn't mean to do that. This will affect your destiny trying to break into the fucking... Alright, anyway. Where's everyone gone? Wait, this looks significantly different.
A house of artists.
Yes.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Yeah, it's not an incredibly common term back then. Friends even implied some form of, like, relationship. Not, like, intimate relationship. But that's kind of cool. It was either acquaintances or, you know,
Sanders'
more.
accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell a painting?
So, what I'm thinking here, I'm not sure how the captain... I feel like all the events are tied, which is awesome. Can you get that crazy... No, damn it. Oh wait, you kind of can. The crazy eyes and mouth in the back of the head shit. That's... I love that stuff. But I feel like... Oh my goodness, yes. I need crazy paintings like this. I feel like they're tied in a little bit of a... I think Sanders was in over his head, basically. I think he saw the potential of her paintings, but didn't realize, as she clearly does, that there is some fucking weird stuff going on with her paintings.
Won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Well, it seems like it was plaguing him the whole time.
He didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Sometimes it's the people that have everything that hate everyone, you know? How's that for a bit of knowledge for you? Oh!
Ah! The Shambler. I need to see it.
You'll forgive me for wandering around your abode. What the fuck was that?
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Ooh!
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him.
It's like the SCP.
Behind my eyelids. Each time
The one
I
that
shut
scutters
my
through the
eyes.
walls.
I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Has she not heard that prior? I can find other cylinders. I worry I'm going to open the door and Cat's going to be in there. I don't know where and which room it is, so I apologize. Ah, yes. The fuck? Oh! I just nick medicine books from everyone. This is great. Oh, I'll just take this for
I
some
could
later.
use one of those.
They're everywhere. Are these actually sleeping pills? And why would everyone need them?
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Maybe it was haunting her. Maybe the Shambler was hungry.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. Oh yeah! It was the lost tribe. Shit, am I going to break into this right here? A tester she's just staring at that and I'm just like, fucking, come on, give me the key!
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others.
That's by choice.
What have you
though.
come looking for in this gallery?
Shut up, bitch!
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm
Keep it
here on
nosy.
business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland.
I need to get rid of
A
these.
choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
What? Why does this... What is this book? Cat, what is this book?
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Why is this book so important? I've got it! Come on! No way! I would love to see this book. Did I miss the first one? That says volume 2. Bollocks!
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Ooh, I like that word. Amerindian. God, I missed all sorts of shit. Yoink! What time are we at? Oh, come on, man. Thank you guys so much for... I'm going to carry on immediately. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Patron, Discord, links in the description. I love you all, and I'll see you all next time. Stay classy, guys.